Hello, I'm Joe Barks, and welcome to another edition of The Road Back, brought to you by Club and Resort Business, Club and Resort Chef, and the Club and Resort Chef Association. Today's episode is sponsored by the Toro Company, a leading worldwide provider of innovative solutions for the outdoor environment, including turf and landscape maintenance, snow and ice management, underground utility construction, rental and specialty construction, and irrigation and outdoor lighting solutions. Toro recently announced it is giving $500,000 to assist families and communities worldwide that have been impacted by the COVID-19 pandemic. Grant funding from the Toro Foundation will span all regions where the Toro Company operates and will focus on providing food, health, and humanitarian assistance in helping people adversely affected by the coronavirus outbreak. For today's fresh insight into how Club and Resort properties are meeting the challenges posed by the pandemic and finding new and innovative ways to boost business levels and start their return to full operation, we're talking with Laura Hill, Membership Director at Eagle Creek Golf and Country Club in Naples, Florida. Laura, thanks for giving us a few minutes today. I understand you've had to turn to some different marketing approaches to help Eagle Creek continue to sell memberships, even while there have been some social distancing restrictions in place that have made it difficult for you to provide tours of your property in the usual way. Can you tell us a little bit about the success you've had with some of the new techniques you've been using?
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you for having me. We've had to become more creative. The club business is a social business, so it's really hard to conduct business without having our prospects come into the clubhouse and to dine and to be paired up with other members to play a round of golf. So we had to think a little bit outside of the box. And what I've had as one of my marketing tools is our drone hole-by-hole golf course tour. That has always been something that I've had for about a year and a half, but I never thought that it would take a front seat in the sales approach like it has during the coronavirus. My advice would be for any club general manager or marketing and membership director that's thinking about having a drone tour, I would absolutely do it, because even without the coronavirus outbreak, everything is becoming more digital. You can view this tour on your phone, on your iPad, on your computer. It's like giving a tour 365 days of the year, 24/7, no matter where you are. You can be on an airplane and watch our drone hole-by-hole tour. Because of that tour that we've done, it's also been a dual tour. It's actually used by our members because it doesn't just showcase our yardages or the pars, for instance, but I sat down with our golf pro. We wrote a 45-second script for each hole on how to play it per the golf pro. So it highlights how our current members can become better players even on their home course. So it's been a tool that our current members can use, as well as a sales tool. So I would highly encourage anyone thinking about pulling the trigger on spending the money. It was well worth it. And it really did showcase that, as we are 5 sales ahead of last year. None of our sales have backed out that have committed prior to the coronavirus outbreak. And because we are a mandatory membership club, which means that you have to purchase the real estate and then the membership at closing, it gives the buyers more of a sense of confidence when going to closing if they haven't been able to play the golf course yet. And we also are the same golf course designer as the Copperhead course at Innisbrook, which is where they host the PGA Valspar Championship. They have their last 3 finishing holes. They call them the Snake Pit. We like to showcase that as well. We've never branded it, but we like to say that we have the same thing here. And if a prospect played our golf course 3 years ago, they find something very different. In 2018, we added bulkheads around number 12, 17, and 18, as well as enhanced modifications with some bunkers around surrounding the greens. So even if someone had played our course, since we've been around for over 30 years, 5 years ago, they would see some enhancements as well.
And Laura, I know because you're a mandatory membership club, you also have to show real estate. You're using the same technology that way, aren't you?
Yes, absolutely. So what we've decided to do was we want to also increase property values here. So we took some properties that were renovated, and not only did we take professional photos of some of the models, but we did a 360 walkthrough. So virtually you can walk through these units, and we did at least 2 properties so far. We're trying to get all of our floor plans that have been renovated done in this way. It's made members actually want to renovate their home. So if they haven't thought about selling yet, at least they'll renovate it to get it up to speed, maybe in about 5 years when they do want to sell. I did have a customer that wanted to buy the property that they saw online, which was a success to us, but it had already been sold. So they bought a property that hadn't been renovated, got their inspiration from the 360 walkthrough tour, and then remodeled it themselves. So it does help current members get ideas for renovating their own property, increasing their own property value, as well as prospects wanting to buy property, that particular property as well. So it is increasing our property values.
And like everyone else, you're probably using Zoom a lot to have your current membership help introduce the club to prospective members?
Yes. And we never ever thought that this would be the new way of trying to sell memberships. And like we've said, being a club member, it's a very social business. And how do you connect people? And that's what technology is doing now. So with the help of Zoom, I've been able to also connect prospects with current board members so that they could, interview them or meet them, make them feel more comfortable with the process. But yeah, it's been wonderful.
Well, that's great, Laura. We really appreciate you sharing some of those ideas. It sounds like even though this has been a huge challenge for everyone, you're finding ways to overcome it and moving on and moving forward.
Yes, thank you. It's been good.
Fantastic, Laura. That's a lot of great ideas. We really thank you very much for sharing those with us and our viewers. This has been The Road Back, brought to you by Club and Resort Business, Club and Resort Chef, and the Club and Resort Chef Association. Again, today's episode was sponsored by the Toro Company. If you have a great idea or success story you'd like to see featured on a future episode of The Road Back, please contact us at editor@clubandresortbusiness.com.